The other day I was thinking to myself, you know what the difference is between your stock KDE setup from 2 months ago and your current window manager setup? They could both boot up games and a web browser with no issue, yet you wasted countless hours crafting the latter. Linux is often touted as the place to go if you want a customizable operating system with many distributions offering desktop environments out of the box that are capable of tailoring the appearance to your liking in their system settings. I mean, open up system settings as the very first thing after booting into your fresh installation of whatever distribution with KDE Plasma. Head to the colors and themes section and you can have a very personal looking theme up and running in a matter of minutes. Take a look at this setup. It looks distinguishably KDE Plasma. It's clean, rather minimal, yet fully functional in every way you would want right out of the box. Pretty much every feature and need you could have are probably baked into it, perhaps only requiring you to find it and turn it on if it's off by default. So why does someone bother moving on from this point to something like Hyperland, Neri, Sway, and so on? I mean, r/Unix porn and r/Linux porn don't have nearly 100,000 weekly visitors for nothing. Just install Neri with Noctalia, change the theme color, add a wallpaper that is not present in any of the posts so far, and boom! You're now one of the cool ricers. I'm willing to bet most people who go out of their way to rice their setups don't do it because they want to learn more about Linux, and they certainly don't do it for quote-unquote productivity. Some might even do it to make stupid YouTube videos about it like I have. A part of it is, without a doubt, to stand out in some way. Does that mean ricing is stupid or a waste of time? Not necessarily. It's also partly the artistic side of it. There are some seriously impressive setups out there that have been crafted, and they are worth the praise and attention that they get. But when I see random posts of generic Hyperland Rice number 700 of the week, I get the feeling that a lot of it is for attention. In some weird way, it reminds me of high school if you think about it. Less mature, more attention craving, trying to stand out or be a part of a certain crowd. When I think about all the time I've spent, or wasted, honestly, on getting to where I am now with this setup, it's a bit conflicting. Sure, it was fun realizing you could do a lot of different things, but debugging all the things you didn't understand was super frustrating. Why am I sitting in a config changing the pixel size of my workspace button to see if one looks better than the other? Why am I changing the width of the active window indicator? Why am I once again on GitHub looking up dot files to find a theme for this application or that application? I think Linux ricing can be seen as a journey that kind of resembles adolescence. There's a lot of figuring stuff out, getting frustrated, worried, and what have you. But at some point you realize that it didn't really matter all that much. Eventually you might reach a point where simple is better than complicated. Both offer equal amount of freedom, but they don't both offer the same peace of mind. With that being said, I think what I'm trying to say is, after customizing my system for months and trying out all kinds of different environments, programs, etc., I think my conclusion is that I want to try and keep it simple. If this Gen 2 Neri setup that I daily drive nuked itself tomorrow, would I go out of my way to reinstall and reconfigure it? Maybe a month ago, but right now, absolutely not. I would grab an Arch Linux ISO and get an install back up and running again in 10 minutes with KDE Plasma. But what are your thoughts on this? Do you customize? Do you not? Why? Feel free to let me know in the comments. I do love reading those. And if you haven't checked out my KDE Larperland video on ricing KDE Plasma, you might want to if you're into ricing. As always, thanks for watching and take care.
Why is he not saving his gun?
Play for Exodus, bro. There we go.
Yo, he's the type to fucking tell his team that he's on top of the leaderboard even though all of his kills come at the fucking end.